Why is Irish ancestry often connected to Scottish and Welsh ancestry in DNA tests? If you've taken a DNA test and found that your Irish ancestry is often linked with Scottish and Welsh ancestry, you're not alone. Let's uncover why this happens. First, it's important to understand the geographic and historical context of these regions. The Ireland, Scotland, and Wales DNA region is located in the northwest corner of the European continent, specifically within the British Isles. This area has a unique genetic identity due to centuries of relative genetic isolation from other parts of Europe. Historically, the populations of Scotland, Wales, and Ireland have common genetic roots. Despite being separate countries, there has been significant movement and intermingling of people between these regions for over 1,000 years. This has resulted in a shared genetic heritage that is distinct from the rest of Europe. Ancestry DNA tests reflect this shared heritage by combining the Ireland, Scotland, and Wales regions into one category. This is because the genetic differences between these populations are not as pronounced as those between other European regions. For example, the average native of this region shows a high percentage of DNA matching this area, typically between 76 to 100%. Even though these countries are genetically similar, Ancestry DNA can sometimes tease out specific subregions within the main Ireland-Scotland-Wales category. If your DNA matches one of these subregions, especially from recent ancestry, the test can reflect this in your ethnicity estimate. For instance, Ancestry DNA tests for 24 subregions within this main category, allowing for more localized identification of your ancestry. The mass emigrations from Ireland and Scotland, particularly during the 1600s to the 1920s, also play a significant role. Events like the Great Potato Famine and religious discrimination led to millions of people leaving these regions, resulting in the spread of their DNA to other parts of the world. This is why you might find Irish, Scottish, or Welsh DNA in various European countries, and even in the United States. Additionally, the genetic similarities between the Picts of Scotland and modern-day populations in Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland further highlight the interconnected genetic history of these regions. Studies have shown that the Picts descended from local Iron Age populations, which are genetically similar to present-day people in these areas. So, when your DNA test shows a connection between Irish, Scottish, and Welsh ancestry, it's because these regions have a shared genetic history and have been interconnected for centuries. This shared heritage is what makes it challenging to isolate one specific ancestry without recent and direct connections to these regions.